Hi, hello, my name is Kitija and I own a small jewelry business, and in this channel I share all different types of jewelry that I make, either for myself or my shop or something that I have been requested to make. And today's video is actually one of the requests, and I'm quite excited to make these little flowers because they're quite cute. The things that I am going to use are a mat, I have some fishing line, I'm using 0.3mm, then I have 3 different pliers, and then I have this just to make the loops a bit rounder like that. It's like tweezers. And then I have 3 different color Miyuki beads, and they are size 11/0. The reason I have 3 is just because it's easier, so you don't feel overwhelmed with all the different colors. I'm just gonna use 3 colors, even though in these flowers I have like many different colors. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna use 3. We don't get confused and overwhelmed and everything. But what I will do is put a link in the description box where it's gonna say Etsy favorites, and on that link you're gonna see all my favorite stuff that I ordered from Etsy. It will include things like pearls, crystals, different color Miyuki beads, different size Miyuki beads. Then there are the closures that I get for my shop, because I use sterling silver ones, so I will put that link in there, and if you want to see, go check out. And then one thing I will suggest is, if you do have a chance, work with bigger beads. They look cute when they are small, but it's just until you get a hand of it or anything, it's just easier. Plus, if you work with the bigger wire, which you can't do with the size of Miyuki beads that I have now, then if you have bigger beads you can use bigger wire, and bigger wire means there's less chance that it's gonna break, because for me it did break quite a few times. Hope that makes sense. With the flowers you can experiment. You can have 1 flower 10 times, you can have 2 flowers, you can have whatever combinations you want. You can have just these 3. Honestly, it does not matter. I just wanted to basically show you different types of flowers that you can make. There's a lot more there, but I just picked the ones that I like the most. I am going to show you each one of them, and then you choose which one you want to make, because you don't have to make all of them. Anyways, let's get started. That was a long introduction, but it's okay. So I'm going to start by taking some pieces of wire, and I am going to take about 45 centimeters each. Now I am going to start by making the stems, and the way we do it, take 1 bead that you're going to use for the stem and put it on one end of the wire, and just drag it down, and it's just going to stay here at the end. And then you put as many beads on both of the wires, depending on how long you want the stem to be. It does not matter. I honestly didn't count for any of my flowers. I just put some, and then, you know, that was it. Obviously, if you want to have them the same length, then you would check how many you put on, just to make sure they're the same length. On the back you might want like longer flowers, so then you would put more beads on the stem. And now I am going to start. Let's make something easier first. I am going to start with this lavender. Oh, I can show you how to make the little leaf here as well. So the way you do it, you got 2 wires, and then you just take 1 and put on, let's say, 7 beads, like so. And then you go back to the last bead you put on both wires, and just put the wire through. And then when you pull it, it's just gonna create a little leaf. And now I'm gonna put a couple more beads on so then we can start making the flower, like so. And now what you do is split the two wires. Take one bead that you're gonna use. I'm gonna take the pink and yellow one and pull each end of the wire through opposite side of the bead, and just pull both ends and drag the bead down. Like so. And then you take the both wires and put one bead on each end. Like so. And then you take another bead and put each end of the wire through opposite side of the bead. Like so. And now again you put two beads, one on one end, one on the other. Like so. And then you take another one and pull each one of them through opposite side of the bead. Like so. And you just keep going like that until you reach the length you want it to be. And that's it. Like so. And now to just finish up the wire, you can just go back through the beads So I'm just basically going through some of the beads one more time. And then you can go all the way, but I'm not going to do that because there's no need for it. And then once you're done, you just cut them off. And that's your first flower done. You can hide these little bits as well with the pliers, like so. Okay, so we have done this one. They actually look cute together as well. Now the next one, I'm gonna do this one because it's pretty easy as well. And we're gonna do the stem again. Okay, so I made the stem. Now I'm gonna work with the white beads. Take one white bead and put each end of the wire through opposite side of the bead. Drag it down. Like so. And now I am going to put 3 beads on each end of the wire. I take another bead and I pull each end through opposite side of the bead. Drag it down, and it makes like a little circle. And now we do the same thing. So you take each end, put 3 beads on, like so, and then take another bead and pull each end through opposite side of the bead, like so. And again, you just keep going like this until you reach the size you want it to be. Okay, and now I am going to do the same thing I did earlier, and I'm just going to take the wire and pull back through some beads. Like so. And now you can cut the wire off again. Now I can take these little pliers and just put it in like the middle of the circles. For I hope it's gonna make it look prettier. And this is your second flower done. Okay, next we are going to make this one. I really like this one, it's cute. Again, we just make the stem. Okay, so this is my stem done, and now I'm going to take one end of the wire and I'm gonna put 15 beads on, and here again, experiment as many as you want, as less as you want. The way you change it is just going to change the flower, give you a lot of different flowers, which is great, like so. And now I am going to take and put the wire through the first bead, and then when you pull it, it just creates like a little circle. And then you can take the same end and do the same thing. Put 15 beads on, like so. And now you take the same end and put it through the same bead you put the wire through earlier. And then when you pull it, it just creates like a little petal. And now you can do the same thing with the other wire. So you put 15 beads on, like so. And then you take the wire and put it through the first bead, like so. This is how it looks now. And now we need to make another one, or more petals as you want. I will make just one more to have 5, like so. And now I am going to put the wire through the first bead on this petal that I just put on. And this is how it looks. And now you can take the wire and just put it through some beads, just to make it so it doesn't undo itself really quick, like doesn't. And now you can cut it off. And then you find the other wire just put it through some beads again, and you cut it off, and then you can just hide the little bits of the wire. I really like this one. This one's probably my favorite one. Okay, so cute. They look so pretty together. Anyway, the next one we are going to do is these little daisies, and again you just make the stem, and once you are done with the stem, take 4 beads, put them on one end of the wire. These are the beads that are gonna go around the flower. Then you take 1 bead that is gonna be in the middle, and then you go back and you put the wire from up down through the first bead that you pulled through. And then when you pull the wire, it will create one side of the flower. And then you take the same wire and you put 3 beads on for the flower. And now you take the wire and you put it through the top bead. And then when you pull it, you just created a flower. Now if you go through three beads, it's just going to take you sort of to the beginning. Like so. And now you do the same thing. Put 4 beads for the flower, 1 for the middle, drag them down, put the wire from up down through the first bead, pull it, like so. Then you take 3 more beads for the flower, and then you put it through the top white bead. And again you put the wire through the 3 beads on the side just to get the wire to come back to the stem. And now you can either work with the same wire or take the other wire and make another bead, another flower, and you can either stop then or make some more. Up to you, experiment. There's no, you know, right or wrong amount of daisies you can do. So this is how it looks, and I just put the wire through one of the flowers so it just hides it up, and then you just cut it off as you did before. Honestly, at this point I'm hoping you can still see something because it's so dark out here. Anyways, now we have done all those, and now we need to do, let's do this one. Okay, we're gonna start by taking one bead that we're gonna use for the middle of the flower and put it on one end of the wire, and then we take 10 beads we're gonna use for the petals and put on the same wire like so, and then we take the wire and we put it through the bead that is for the middle of the flower, and then you just pull it and it creates a petal. And now you do the same thing, one middle bead, 10 petal beads, or more or less, whichever you like so. And now you take the wire and you again put it through the middle bead, and then you pull the wire and here is another petal. And now you do the same thing 3 more times, let's say, if you want 5 petals like so. And now you can take the other wire that you didn't use and just put it through all the middle beads. And you just kind of will pull the whole flower together like so. And now I'm going to take the ends of wire and just put through some of the beads on the petals. Do the same on the other side, and then you just cut it off like so. I think I actually really like this one. I think I just didn't like the color of that. Cute. Okay, so now we have just one more left, and it's like this one. And what we're gonna do is, I already did the stem, so now what we're gonna do is put 2 beads on both ends of the wire, drag it down, and then take one wire and put 1 bead on. Like so. And then I take the same wire and I go back and I put it through the bead that has both of the wires coming out. And then you just pull it, and this is how it looks. And now again you can put 2 or 3 beads. I will put 3. That was just like a starting point. And then I take again 1 wire, I put 1 bead on, and then I take the same wire and I put it through the bead that has both of the wires coming through. You pull it, and this is how it looks. And you just keep going like that again until you're happy with the size. Okay, so I think I'm finished with this. So now I am going to take 3 beads and put them on both ends of the wire. and then I skip one bead and put both of the ends back through some of the beads. Like so. And now you can just cut off the ends again. And this is how it looks. Okay, so we have made all the flowers, and now what we need to do is make the little bow that we can wrap around. And here again you can experiment. There's no, you know, correct or incorrect size or anything like that, but I took some wire and it's about 35-40 centimeters long. And now I'm going to take the beads that I'm going to use for the bow and just put like 15 on and one end of the wire, like so. And now I actually need one bigger bead. Give me a second. Okay, I grabbed this Miyuki bead size A/0 because it's a bit bigger. I'm gonna need the wire to go through it quite a few times. So I put it on the wire. This is how it looks. And now I take the other end, not the end with the bigger bead, but the other end, and I put it through the bigger bead. And just pull it. And it creates it like the one side of the bow. And now we take the other end and put 15 beads on again, like so. And then we take the wire and we put it through the bigger bead again. This is how it looks. And then you need to make the little like legs for the bow, and here I don't know, put like 12 beads on. The more you put, the longer it's gonna be, so it's up to you how you want it to look, like so. And then we skip one bead and then take the wire and we put it through all the other beads up. Like so. And now we do the same thing on the other side. Skip one bead and put the wire through the rest of the beads, like so. Okay, now I am going to take a little bit of a wire. Now what we want to do is take the flowers, put them together, something like this. And now I'm going to take the wire that I just cut off, hold it down, and then just wrap it around all the flowers, just to sort of like tighten it down and so they all hold together. And then you can take the wire and just wrap it around and you do that with both of the ends, and just as I would do it quite a few times just to make sure that it's like holding it together quite well. Okay, once you have done that, you can cut off the loose ends. And then what I would do, I would take the bow and then wrap it around where you wrap the other wire around. And try to do as like tightly as you can, but I don't know how. I think with the thicker wire, as I mentioned in the beginning, it would be much better to work. And then if you go on the back, you can again just put the wire through and just tighten it up. I have seen some people put like fabric bows on as well, so you can do that. Honestly, there's so many different ways you can do this. It's just, you just need to, you know, as I said, let your imagination go wild. Okay, and once you have done that, again, you just cut off the loose ends, and this is it. It's really cute. Maybe you can, you know, make a gift as a gift for your mom or your sister or friend or grandma or anything. But yeah, I think it's cute. And if you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because at this point, what are you waiting for? And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.